A murder trial the past 2 weeks in Florida is back home in Clayville. News Channel 2's Gary Liberatore spoke with them about finally having closure 42 years after their loved one was murdered.
We, the jury in Miami-Dade County, Florida, this 12th day of April 2019, find the defendant, Alan Bregman, guilty of second-degree murder.
She got her peace. She's at rest. And I thank God.
That was late Friday morning in Miami, Florida.
But this is moments after the verdict. We're out in the hall.
And this is Sunday morning, less than 48 hours later, back at home in Clayville.
Then the emotions let loose. 42 years, you know. You take that load of bricks and you just can't, you set it down.
Brian Pantola's sister, Deborah Pantola Clark, left Utica in 1975 for Miami. 2 years later, she was found shot and beaten to death. That was 42 years ago in 1977. Brian's other sister, Roxanne, also was in court this past week for every day of that week-long trial that found 77-year-old Alan Bregman guilty of second-degree murder.
I can tell you I had my fingers crossed. I wasn't 100% sure it was going to go our way.
Bregman had planned to divorce his wife and marry Deborah, but prosecutors say in a fit of rage, Bregman beat Deborah with the same gun he shot her with.
He beat her viciously. He viciously beat her, savagely beat her. And it was sad because all the evidence that came out in court, you know, the pictures were hard to see. When he hit her in such a manner, Gary, that the gun grips shattered. And they found them in her hair. It was part of the crime scene that initially was processed, and they kept all this for 39 years on a shelf. DNA didn't exist in 1977.
In 2016, the 39-year-old cold case was reopened.
It still was 3 years from when, and it's like, well, maybe it's not going to happen. What's taking so long? We couldn't understand the whole justice system.
And now, 3 years later, justice for this family who all grew up in Utica. All three siblings went to Roosevelt School on Brinkerhoff Ave. And this family will have one more trip back down to Miami in May for the sentencing of Alan Bregman.
We're going to do a victim impact statement. I'm trying to figure out, you know, what things are going to be proper to say and whatnot.
These siblings say this is the oldest cold case in Miami-Dade County history to be solved.
The boxes of cold cases, if I showed you the picture they shared with me, so many families, they don't have the closure. We're so blessed and so fortunate to have had people committed to finding her killer.
I saw these this morning and I thought, you know, the Easter lily is a sign of peace and love. And Debbie's finally at peace, her father's finally at peace, and we're going to go up and put these on her grave.
In Clayville, Gary Liberatore, News Channel 2.